One, two, one, two. All right, let's roll.
Welcome. You're listening to the Saddle Up Podcast,
where we discuss everything related to UTRGV athletics, past or present. We'll catch up with old teammates, friends, and take you down memory lane
with exclusive interviews.
This is the Saddle Up Podcast,
the voice of your covered walkway streets. So dope.
This is gonna be awesome.
Stay tuned for new episodes every week.
From Bronx Village to the Fieldhouse,
we'll cover it all.
Hell yeah, dude. Carpe diem.
So saddle up and let's go.
Let's go. Saddle up, partner.
All right, welcome back to another great episode of Saddle Up Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Matt Pomkos. G Garza on my left-hand side. What's up, G?
Good, man. Good
and
to see you.
Obviously, you've noticed we're back in the Student Union Center for one of the great episodes that we finally get to do it in person.
Yeah, we've definitely been wanting to do this.
Yeah,
We've been
and
looking forward to it.
we get none other than Coach Matt Figger,
Yes, sir.
the head men's basketball coach for UTRGV. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. And I don't know if you've watched the show. I know you kind of mentioned you've seen a couple of snippets here and there, but
We only post the good stuff.
we only post the good stuff.
Wait,
so.
this one's right up there with that Jason podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the name of that podcast?
Where they go around.
It's like
the
senseless or
Smartless. Or
Smartless. Yes.
That's it. Yeah. This is just like Smartless.
Yeah, it's pretty much because
Exactly.
You guys have the same facial recognition as those guys?
That we really do. I like to, yeah.
I take that as a compliment. That we
No,
got-
I would too. I would take that as a
Yeah,
compliment.
that we're
I
gonna.
think I would, yeah.
Yeah, I love that podcast.
Well, we got to take it on the road, though.
Oh,
No,
we
that's
are. We
true.
just
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, you guys.
We just did.
Yeah, but we
you're
gotta-
back in the valley.
Yes, but we've got to travel with Coach Fig's team. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great.
We gotta-
That's a sitcom within itself.
I love it.
Hey, first episode in Palm Springs in Thanksgiving, right? So
That'd be great.
that
We'll
would be
do it.
amazing.
We'll do it.
Gee, you got to
do
come
it.
out to Palm Springs. So.
All right, man.
So, Coach,
Let's do it.
tell us a little bit about, for those who don't know your story, tell our audience exactly, I mean, you've got an amazing story, so kind of dabble into how you got to UTRGV in 2018.
Well, this story takes place in a land far away 31 years ago.
Is it JUCO?
JUCO.
Yes,
JUCO,
sir.
baby.
All roads lead to JUCO.
You know, I got my start at this microphone's giving out on me.
yeah, there goes.
I got my start at Wabash Valley Junior College under a Hall of Fame coach, Pat Smith, who grew up about an hour from my hometown. So
Yeah.
we had a past relationship, and he said, "Hey, won't you come up and help me?" I said, "Man, I'm in." Here's the crazy thing about it, and this is where all the twists and turns of the story goes. Well, I went to be a volunteer assistant, which I suggest anybody who wants to get into coaching, you ought to go and volunteer your time in a junior college, because the great thing is JUCO coaches won't turn down help.
That's right.
I mean, they'll find something for you to do, whether it's wash clothes, film practice. They'll figure something out for you.
Yeah.
But so I went there.
Keeps going out.
This thing keeps sliding off. I'm going to have to fire somebody.
Somebody's getting a pay
Yeah,
cut.
no question. But he gave me my start, and the crazy thing is that I didn't have a college degree.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't have I was I think 12 hours from graduating, but I was like, you know what? It's a chance of a lifetime.
Yeah.
So what the heck? So I tried to figure out. Back then, we didn't have what they call the internet.
Yeah.
There was no
Yeah.
internet, so there was no online courses. There was none of that stuff. So I had figured out how to take 6 hours tutorial or distance learning,
Right.
and I was going to take the other 6 when I got back at summer school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I pulled off the first 6. I got to summer school after that year. And by the way, that team that I was a part of, we went 29-2 in the regular season.
Wow.
So
Pretty good record.
that's a good way to start.
That's a really great team to be a part of.
Yeah, that's a great way to start.
Yeah.
So, but when I got back, in the summer, back then the classes you had to have a certain number of people in the class for it to make.
Yeah.
That's right.
My class didn't make.
Oh.
So I was 3 hours away from graduating. So Coach Smith took a job at Barton County Community College.
Oh, yeah.
And I went over to Vincennes, which is another
Vince, that's right.
I worked for another Hall of Fame coach, and Dan Sparks, who was also part of played in the NBA, was GM and assistant coach of the Kansas City Kings. Mm-hmm. So there I did every odd job you can imagine for him. I think I was a janitor. I was a tutor. Let's see what else.
Chauffeur.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Bilingual teacher.
Every you name it. Well, I speak 2 languages, cursing and hillbilly. So I got 2 languages.
Yeah.
Cursing and hillbilly, but
Cursing and hillbilly. That's
but
amazing.
so the crazy thing is that I was a janitor from 7 p.m. till 3 o'clock in the morning. This is how I got my college degree. You guys will appreciate this. I had a 1988 Ford Festiva.
Oh.
That every 100 miles needed a quart of oil. It would fly out the back as fast as you put it in. And so the last class I needed was teaching dance.
Oh, man.
Oh.
So my degree was.
I had so many questions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Trust me.
We have questions because we were just told that we're celebrity judges for the dance contest at Midnight Madness tomorrow.
Oh, good.
So we're gonna pick your brain.
We're gonna soak this in, Coach.
Yeah.
Well, good. But so that one's. I think it was the fall of '95, maybe. I couldn't get this class.
Yeah.
And I had to drive. I was a janitor from 7 p.m. till 3 a.m. And I had to drive 250 miles one way to Richmond, Kentucky to take teaching. Big Al, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? We love the audience here, guys.
Yeah,
Thank y'all
thanks,
for coming out.
yeah, thanks.
Thank y'all for coming out.
His new name's Alejandro, man.
Alejandro in the house, baby. And
And
coached with the great, you coached with the great Frank Martin.
Yeah,
correct?
Francisco Jose Martin, yes.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
So just, out of curiosity, my coaching, curiosity, whenever you coach with somebody like Coach Martin, I had some guys that kind of gave tough love, right? And I coached with, and I learned a lot from them. What are those nuggets that you took from Coach Martin that you took, to apply
Brought
to
here,
your
yeah.
coaching?
Frank is a. I used to call him the. I would say he was a. He wrote the Old Testament in slang.
That's a great way to put it, Coach.
Yeah, he was full. I mean, Proverbs. Those are. That's all of Frank.
Yeah.
Frank and I started being friends. We started working Florida's camps together back in 1995, and our friendship. Here's the crazy thing: there was 5 Miami senior players on that Odessa team that had played for him in high school.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of background to our joining together at K-State.
Yeah.
So when he got an assistant job at Northeastern, 3 of those 5 kids went to Northeastern in Boston, went and played for him from there. So, but working for Frank, man, he's the most honest, loyal person I think I've ever met.
Yeah.
He tells the truth.
Mm-hmm.
He tells it like it is.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or don't like it. Mm-hmm. He's the funniest guy.
Yeah.
He builds personal relationships. And he makes it more than just winning takes place when you do all the things.
Yeah, it's a recipe.
It's a recipe,
exactly.
and that's the last part of it. Winning.
Yeah.
That's the result.
But you got to build trust, and then you build loyalty, and you have love. That's kind of the things that you learn. And everybody. And I worked for Frank for 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody that sees this 6'4", 290. We'll give him a light 90 pound
Give or
man
take.
that's just screaming and stomping his feet all the time. And what people don't see are the things behind the scenes.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
They don't see they don't see the one-on-ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see the kid who is down and comes over to his house and has dinner. They don't see those things.
Yeah.
They just see this, and when you're winning, it's motivation.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's
That's
motivation.
right.
It's hard
Absolutely.
coaching.
Yeah.
It's love. It's tough love. I hate that word, tough love.
Yeah.
But it's just love.
Yeah.
That's
Some
right.
of it may be tough, but it's just love.
Yeah.
But when it's not, and you're going through the process, because I'll get ready to go into our South Carolina part of it. He's a lunatic. He's crazy. He's
From the
angry.
outside
Yes.
looking in,
Yeah.
that's what they see it as.
He's this. How can anybody stand playing for him? All that negative
He's lost
stuff.
the team. That's why he's yelling and all this other stuff.
Yeah, he said one time, if I've lost a team, they better disappear. but you know, the great thing is being down here. You know, I believed in Chase Conk, the AD.
Oh, yeah, without doubt.
And you know, and then when he said, "Hey, coach, I need you," because it was a sensitive situation.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, go look for your coach. And if you still haven't found someone, and we're still talking, I said, but if I make this decision, I've got to have the job, because I'm a sitting head coach at Austin P. And you know, my name had been tied to a lot of jobs prior to COVID. Yeah. And so my fan base was getting a little irritated that, Coach Fig is looking to get out of here.
Trying to leave.
And that wasn't the case. Yeah. That wasn't the case. But there was something that pulled me here, and he said, so talk to Dr. Bailey tomorrow morning. So I thought I was going to sell myself to Guy Bailey. Yeah. It was just the opposite. It was Guy Bailey selling the university, and what, you know, when you're, and the thing that put me in awe, when you've been Nick Saban's boss, you've been Mike Leach's boss and Bobby Knight's boss, you've been bosses to some pretty good coaches. Yeah. So, you know, there was a formula here, and I tell you what, Chase undersold this place and over-delivered when I got down here with just everything. This is a great on-the-rise university.
Without a doubt.
It's growing leaps and bounds. When I looked at the percentages of the growth of the university during COVID, you know, no offense to the school I left, but they were losing enrollment. This place gained enrollment by 11% during the COVID. And it just continues to happen. Yeah. And you know, I hate, you know, that you know, you guys are former Bronx. Mm-hmm. And you know, I hate that you know that the I can't call myself a Bronc. I'm not a Bronc. I'm a Vaquero. Mm-hmm. But for you guys, I mean, I you know, there's some things that I don't want to let go of, and that's the past of UTPA. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely,
and you know, I just want the former alumni of UTPA to put their arms around. If anything, they're still mad, just put it around the basketball team.
And we totally understand that, and that's kind of
that's our motivation.
That's the motivation for this podcast, right? Is to try and bring back that base that feels so strongly about, you know, their alma mater, right? But what they have to do is they have to embrace that it's the same university. It's just different colors, different logo. Just a rebrand.
Well,
That's
you know, if you go
and it's on the rise.
Yeah, it is. And if you go through the history of sports teams or colleges, I mean, UTEP was called Texas Western in 1966.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We had Neville Shedd on one of our shows. A good friend of mine played for that Texas Western team, won that Glory Road championship, and played against Pan Am 4 years in a row. Yeah. And he was like, Lucius Jackson and Otto Moore gave us hell.
Oh yeah.
You know, they played in high school,
and they played in the high school across the railroad track.
Exactly. The old gym over there.
Yeah. So and we appreciate that, is that you're embracing that, and we're trying to
we want to bridge them together and move forward.
Bring them
with
over,
where UTG,
you know, and so
UTRGV is going.
Whatever we can do to help you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, we had a Bronc night last year.
That's right.
I go and I speak, and I'm at the Rotary in Edinburgh and talking, and a lady that I'm going to put her on blaster. She said, I'm a Pan Am grad. Yeah. I'm not a part of UTRGV. I said, what if I gave you one inside deal? We're going to have a Bronc night, and we're going to wear Bronc uniforms. She said, give me 400 tickets.
I'm in.
Yeah.
But we've got to get that alumni.
We've got to
base.
get her there, regardless if it's a Bronc night or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be like, hey, I identify with my school.
Right,
You know?
right.
And this
We
is
need
my
her to,
school.
We need her to saddle up.
Yeah, I mean,
We need her to saddle up.
Yeah, whether you're part of, that's it, saddle up.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
Whether you went to UT Brownsville or UTPA.
Yep.
This is your school.
Yes.
Yep.
This is your school.
Yep.
You know, Kansas State wasn't called Kansas State.
Nope.
It had another name.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
Oklahoma State. There's
Southwest Texas
Yeah.
is now Texas State. Like it's the
That's right.
same.
yeah, yeah.
It's, the
It's
same
just
thing.
it's just things change.
Yeah.
Everything evolves.
Yep.
And unfortunately, but if you walk on this campus, you see the Bronx Trail.
yeah.
That's right.
There's still a horse
A lot
outside.
of historical pieces.
It's the same covered walkways. It's the same buildings. You know?
So
Same awesome people as
yeah.
when we
Same
came
awesome
here.
people,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
absolutely.
and so if you look at it through a lens of just UTRGV, well, you've only had, I don't know, 3 graduating classes.
That's right.
I mean, so you've only had like 3 or 4 graduating classes that have UTRGV on your
That's right.
diploma
Yeah.
if you started 4 years. And so that's a small alumni base.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, the people that got UTPA, I just want them to embrace
Well,
the
we're doing
UTRGV.
everything we can to help you with that.
We
I
appreciate
promise
that,
you.
Coach.
Yeah, we
Definitely appreciate
We
it.
definitely appreciate
And
it.
it
So-
doesn't fall short on me either how good of the teams were here.
Yeah.
It just stinks that you guys weren't in a conference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a long time. Yeah.
So
Yep.
my first 2 years we were in Southland.
No,
Sun Belt.
Sunbelt.
Sun Belt. And in my last 2 years we were independent. So I was like the last team prior to y'all getting into the
Yeah.
WAC, right? But let's talk about
Last
building
year-
something special.
Well, last year we had 3 sellouts.
Yeah.
And they were fantastic games. I mean, we didn't come up short against SFA, Stephen F. Austin, but we beat Cal Baptist and Tarleton in front of a sellout
Yeah.
crowd.
Yeah.
So my first thing about winning when it comes to the total is you got to win your home games.
Of course.
And so the fan base knows when they come they're going to see a good product, and
Yep.
the chances of winning are there.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where we're getting at right now is winning all of our home games. In order to be a competitive team, you got to win your home games.
Yeah.
And you only get so many opportunities, and if you leave them on the deal, I tell my guys for every home loss, you got to go make it up with 2 road wins. And
Yeah,
that's
that's a great way to
you
put
guys
it.
know in
That's a
basketball,
really great way to
Yeah.
put it.
winning on the road is hard.
Oh yeah.
Hard.
I've had teammates that, and I'm not going to call him out, Lalo, but never won a road
Rios,
game in his
no.
career
Yeah.
at
Rios.
Pan Am. Never won a road game.
It's all right.
Well,
Sorry, Lalo.
yeah. Well, I'm not gonna speak for Lalo. He may give you a finger, but it's not
he
number
won't.
one.
He's
gonna
one of our
text-
best friends.
Yeah, he's
man.
one of our best friends. He's going to text me.
Really
like,
great point guard
He's going to
here
be
in
like, come on, big
95,
fella. You
98.
didn't have to call
He's
me
at
out like
he's
that.
the head coach of the head couch now.
What he was.
He
was.
for a
He
few
was
years,
the head coach,
He
yeah.
has his own basketball academy now.
He's got his
Yeah,
three-ball
he-
academy
you know-
in Edinburgh.
Yeah, well, I hired a guy last year on his recommendation.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he
nice.
worked out good. He's now a high school coach up in Amarillo. But
Sweet.
man.
he
Yeah.
because Lalo. I mean,
Yeah.
Lalo's a great guy. He's one of our best friends. So we
Yeah,
give
he's
him,
he's a
we give
good
him
dude.
crap.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
dude.
he's a solid human being.
But yeah, I'm excited about our team.
Yeah.
We play one of the fastest paces in the country.
You do?
We are defensively this year. We're going back to some of my personality more. In the COVID year, it just made things hard.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I thought COVID was going to be here for a while, and that we were going to go through that same not knowing who your players are and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And so I tried a defensive philosophy. I didn't like it. So I'm getting back to my personality. You guys, we have a scrimmage today, so you can
Yeah.
not
We're
look,
playing
but
a-
look.
Yeah,
We're excited about
yeah,
it.
we're excited
Yeah,
about
we-
that.
Yeah,
We're excited about that.
But, I think we're going to have a deep team. We've had a couple of injuries that are season-ending. We've lost 2 big guys.
Well, if you can give me a new Social Security number, Coach, I could probably drop 40 pounds, and I could help you out.
Our pace of play might
Not a
be.
shot, Coach Fig. I'll go
Hey,
recruit somebody
I
here
got
from
a
the
true
student
story.
union.
What are you, 6'9"?
6'10", Coach.
6'10", okay. I had a friend. I grew up with a guy that was 6'10".
Yeah.
And he always said when he was going to pick a school, he wanted to pick the slowest pace school and a school play 2-3 zone.
Yeah, those are his two.
That was his two
requirements.
priorities.
Oh, man. I was a running gun, so I played under Delray, And that was fast-paced, Kentucky, like Patino
But we're playing
offense.
like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. That was
defensively,
that's where I thrived.
we will resemble a little bit of the old.
That's fantastic. I'm looking forward to
the
it.
old '90s. You know, I was real good friends with Del Rey. I used to work Kentucky's camps all the time. He tried to get me in this XL phone business.
Oh, Coach Brooks, man.
Shout out to Coach Brooks.
Shout
yeah.
out to Coach, man. If
So,
you're out
Coach,
there, watch
you got Midnight Madness. You got your first home game November 6th against who?
I don't want to disrespect anybody. Southwest Adventist. Yeah.
Okay, great. It's the first home game, though.
First home game.
First home game.
It's glorious.
It's glorious. It's the Mega Bowl.
Mega Bowl.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna do everything we can to pack it, and we wish you the best season.
I appreciate
full
it.
of health and success.
Because our schedule's hard. I mean, you know, we kick in the conference play on November 29th at Grand Canyon.
Already?
You know, what would be a great statement for this university is the first conference game of the year is November 29th. It's a great way to you know, when you go to Grand Canyon, that you got to give much respect to Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
The Havoc and everything.
Yeah.
Well, we went in there and won last year. So we're getting to this point. We're good enough to go win on the road in a place like that.
Yeah.
But we want to give them a little dose of havoc back in here.
I'm looking forward to seeing y'all win when y'all come out to Palm Springs. And Wifey and I are going to go out there, and we're going to go check it out. So,
well, I'm looking forward to watching a bunch of games, man, if y'all let me into the gym. You know, if I can get season tickets like these students here. Now,
yeah, like the students can get season tickets.
Watch men's basketball, women's basketball.
We need them lined up like they're lined up for Chick-fil-A right now.
Right.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Coach,
man,
we appreciate it so much, man. You are awesome.
A genuine man, a true gem. I appreciate you. Thank you for being on the show.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah. Guys,
thank you, Coach.
Till next week, V's up.
V's up.
Like we weren't supposed to come up with something this clean. You know, like something happened